Okay.
Does anybody here not have SolidWorks currently downloaded in their system? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, I don't. I think I need to. I look at it not very good. You need to post some that on that. I think looking at them.
Abe is coming in like 15 minutes.
Okay, so Abe can help him out. Okay, it's not the other people that I saw. It's just downloaded. Ask who has a Mac. Who here has a Mac, by the way? Okay, so majority of you guys raise your hands. You guys have access, so except for the room, ones of you guys don't have SolidWorks. Everyone on this side, you have access to SolidWorks, correct?
Oh,
Sort of? No? Raise your hand if you don't have access to SolidWorks right now. And keep them high. Really raise them really high. Okay. And then I'm assuming, is anyone of those hands up not a Mac user? Keep the hands up if you're not a Mac user. All right, we're gonna come around, help you guys out, get SolidWorks downloaded for the non-Mac people, and then for the Mac ones, we'll help you get remote desktop set up.
So it's on the website. On the display. How can I disable the waiting room? I'm gonna leave this. Are you on that?
I'm gonna let you.
Can we turn off the mic?
Okay, so this is
here.
Yeah. It's going to be the size.
Okay, so do you have? Okay. So I think that you like set one point and then. So I think we have to have 1 point set. So if you want to try just put like. And then also that's they can all be using the lines, which just like I put automatically. So for the line, it's like 1 point, and then you like drag your mouse and then like. And it'll form that. So that's the tool. That's under schedule.
So that's.
Yeah.
The yellow line.
It's like the number like, you know. Like it doesn't like. Yeah. Okay. Try zooming in on it a little bit. And then try. And then I think if you just wait, like close enough, it should, and then exit out of that. And then drag this point to connect the and it just does that. Okay. Yeah. That is setting. I think that. Yeah. No. Did you have any? It's been a problem. They should be under, they should be in the.
Oh, wow, that's pretty.
Yeah. Try it now. I'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I will send the link to provide in the. Yeah.
Announcements.
For the slide.
It's on there.
There and then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like
Okay, so. Raise your hand again if you have a Mac. And you don't know how to use remote desktop. So basically you have a Mac and you don't have SolidWorks right now. So if you have your hand raised, we're gonna have you step outside real quick and we'll show you. And get you SolidWorks through the remote desktop. So if you guys want to file just to the back, and Abe will be joining you there. So if you guys just wanna bring your laptops and go head to the back. So outside of those people, can the people who still don't have SolidWorks raise their hands? Raise them high. So if you have like a Windows laptop, actually, yeah, if you have a Windows laptop, email westwoodswug@gmail.com with your UCLA email, like through your UCLA email, email us asking for the license, and we'll respond with the information to get you the license. That's for people that have a Windows laptop, because for Mac you can't download it, and with Linux you can't download it either. And then for everyone else that's still working on these problems right now, we will be checking in with everyone in about 7 minutes at 6:33 p.m. We'll check in with everyone, see where everyone's at. If you need help with the modeling of the card, please go ahead and raise your hand. Go ahead and raise your hand.
Were you able to help her with hers?
No, I've no idea.
You don't? Okay, okay. Did you tell her that?
Yes. Generally, like, it'll be square. I'm just trying to whatever.
Yeah, they, if you want us, so it's like this kind of thing.
I think it's like supposed to look like this in the end.
Okay, so like, what do I?
Yeah.
So that one depends on how you want to make the card. So if you were to start with the base like this.
The thing is, I'm not sure what this one is.
Okay, yeah.
If
So and
that's a
then
top view or anything.
that one you would then make cuts.
I don't know what the
into
these
diagonals.
views are.
So you want it to be in a column. The tallest dimension which is 2.25. Yeah. And then you can make the cuts to get the side. Okay. And you try.
No, that's
So I cut the line to try to make like a line on the middle. And then it went from.
I think it's flat.
Yeah.
So that's what it is now. So it knows the length. Yeah, so it knows the length of this, but it doesn't know. So.
Out of curiosity, does anybody finish the part? If you finish the part, go ahead and raise your hand. Alright, no worries, take your time. Few minutes, I'll check back in. Again, if you have any troubles, just raise your hand, we'll come by and help you out. If you need a SolidWorks license for a non-Mac, a Windows laptop, email their Gmail account. I'll loop them.
We'll raise a hand.
And then if you just need any help at all, just raise your hand a little bit higher. So then any of us in the black shirts, if we see you, we'll come around and help you. Yeah.
It might be like. You always like, you don't know. They can want you to look right. I just started learning all this.
Yeah.
See what? Thanks, fine. It's fine.
And you're saying just.
The number I think is. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
So high. This is my program. So it's 1.5.
Yeah.
Oh, it's reset with 1.5.
All right, just want to do a quick check-in. Can everyone raise their hand that's finished with the parts? Everyone that's finished, just raise your hand so I can count. All right, can you raise your hand if you feel like you're getting close, like you feel like you're making good progress and you're getting close? Alright. And then can you raise your hand if you're just sort of lost, you're not sure where to start right now? Perfect. And then for those of you that didn't raise your hand, can someone just sort of pop up and say like where you're at right now, like you're making progress or you're kind of stuck? All right, I'll go around now, sir.
I might be.
Yeah, if you look at the, right, sounds like. And. Yeah.
It's okay.
Why does that conference not have like a bottom curtain? Oh, I understand.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But,
I mean, I would say it's no from her point. Yeah, because the height is defined. Yeah, I see what you like to do. Yeah. We don't have to. They want to. Yeah.
Okay, go back to where you were, because I think automatically, um. Here it is. Should have something. It's just, unchecked it and you that. And then. All right, sounds weird. It should have something that's like, yeah. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, it's I don't quite say. That one, okay, that's awesome, because that will drive me nuts. I was too, it's that, yeah. I have to like to go. So that would, okay. Yeah.
All right, one more time, I got everyone's attention. Can you raise your hand if you are done with this model? Raise your hands high.
Yeah.
All right, raise your hand if you feel that you are almost done with the model. Raise them high. All right, cool. And then raise your hand if you're like still at the beginning stages of the model.
We have 20 minutes until 7.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think it's a good.
I agree.
Yeah. But that's just to teach them by the way. Stick to this one and they can't do this. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think you should explain this one. You should definitely walk through this one. 4 more minutes. Some of them are just, they're not gonna get it in the next, they're gonna like half. Some, yeah, they're mouse, they're just first time solvers right now, I'm trying to figure it out.
And then they sometimes do this part. What I'm saying is.
No, this is not the very last one, this is the next one.
Okay, and you don't want to do that one?
We're not gonna, that was never the plan. But I just have to plan about the 1 hour for this part, but I think for this one, we should do a walkthrough of it. And then I think those that are more advanced. We can get them started on the next problem, perhaps. Yeah, why don't we get the other one started on the next problem? They have the slides, right?
Well, they can just do all 3 parts, like the people who are like.
I agree. They do. We sent it. Perfect. Yeah.
You can start working. The other ones which they can like.
And then we'll walk them through, and then they can ask, anybody can ask help for any problems. All right. Yeah.
All right, real quick, we have a slide, just quick update what's gonna happen. So in 3 minutes at 6:45, we're gonna do a walkthrough for this part for those of you that are a little bit struggling with it. Just watch the screen and we'll walk through how we go about it. For those of you that have already finished, I believe all of our slides are posted in the Discord. I believe all of our slides are already posted in the Discord. So go ahead and look at those slides. We have a couple other problems in those. Go ahead and get started on those. Work on them yourself. If you have any questions, let us know. All right, so for those of you that, again, like I said before, finish this problem already and want to start on the next ones, go ahead. Our slides are in the Discord. If you don't know our Discord, it's on the whiteboard here. Yeah. Oh, and then we'll go walk through in 2 minutes for this part.
Yeah.
That goes all the way. That goes all the way down. So blue. Yeah, so you kind of focus on one at a time. Yeah.
So that or that like, so that indentation, that's one shell. That the shell, say we're gonna use for making the shell is 0.09. But essentially what it means is that TIP, that's short for typical, so it means all around, that's gonna be the difference between this outer line here and what where the indentation is gonna be, that's gonna be. That makes sense? What? So you're on the right plane, so go to. And then, I did the sketch.
That one.
Go to-
This one.
Yeah, and then click on that point again, yeah, and then that's what you want. Yeah, actually.
Good. Right.
So you can start it now. Okay, so then, yeah, sketch the back. And then this you're gonna do convert entities to that one, right? You wanna convert, yeah, and then you're gonna offset. So highlight them all. So I guess it's like draw a box around them. And then offset. And then you wanna flip it so it's in. Oh, so. Yeah. And then, what are you doing now? Yeah. Then you can. So that's gonna be. That's when you do that. So that's, yeah, that's. Okay. So that's creating like another shape inside. You have a new sketch. All you can do is like cut extrude that from that. Like a different. Like a fresh sketch. Yeah. And then it's also featured. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to take. And then try, yeah, and then try that. Point oh five.
Oh, here, wait, turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay,
So it's not
I like asking for my hair to tie your hair. I was like, so I shouldn't have long hair.
Yep.
You got it, King. Oh, you put your dusty Pringles on my liga. My liga, that's what they call it, liga. Yeah. Spanish. I don't know if it's Mexico. It's fine. Someone needs to go over there.
Testing.
Can you guys hear me? But I'm gonna start the walkthrough now. Only because I want to make sure everyone here understands how to walk through it. So give me a second, I'm gonna open SolidWorks. This is gonna come off the screen, so I'm sorry in advance.
It's just cut off or was it?
It's cut off, it's B equal to 32. 32. That's what I had. It's cut off. No. Yeah, my computer is stripping me. Okay, so to start off, we usually recommend when you're taking the exam, the first thing you want to do is set up your file itself. So like we mentioned, it's an IPS, right? So when you go to the bottom corner, right here in SolidWorks, it'll show IPS. And you have other suggestions like MMGS, CGS, or MKS. We're gonna click IPS. Then you're gonna edit your material. To edit your material, you're gonna right click on material or simply click on it if you only have a trackpad. Edit material. Let me know if I'm going too fast, by the way. If you can't find the material because it has folders on it, you may want to. Can you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you figure out? Okay. Probably. Can you guys hear me? Cool. Okay. So you might have trouble finding it. What we recommend is just search it up. Materials. Find on woods, and then you click on oak. And then you click apply. You don't have to like double click it, just apply it once and then close. It should show up on your SolidWorks. Okay, for the actual part modeling, as I mentioned to some of you before when I was walking around, when you see a shape, you might want to see it from its simplest form. So I'm gonna take this specific part over here, this orientation, and I'm gonna model that part first by sketching out with lines. It's not on my top plane. Yeah, look where. Sorry, guys. So you want to orient this as if you're looking at it on top of a table, right? If I'm looking at it from this orientation specifically, it's not on top of my table. I'm doing it from the side. So I'm not going to choose top plane. Instead, I'm going to choose my right plane. And I'm going to click sketch. Now, like I said, what you want to do is create the general silhouette of it. And this part specifically shouldn't take you too long, especially because we're only using the line. Really what you want to do is just get the general of it done, because remember that when you're taking the exam, you're running short on time. So I have the general silhouette down, and this is when you start dimensioning. When you're dimensioning, your main goal is going to be to have everything be a black line, because that means it's fully defined, and that should always be your goal when you're defining, because it's just good practice. So I'm going to look at my example here, and I'm going to notice first my critical dimensions. I know this is going to be 4 inches long. You can hear me. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm holding. Okay. I know it's gonna be 4. I'm also gonna look for my height. My height here, I can see from this other corner of the dimension, is gonna be 2.25. And now I'm gonna take a step here and I'm gonna look at what is not defined yet. And you'll see that it's these 2 blue lines. So I'm gonna look at my sketch and I'm gonna digest this information. I know from here to here, from these 2 points, it's going to be 1 inch. I'll also notice that from here to here, it's defined from this side. And that's 2.56. I'll also take note that this side from this side is 1 inch. And now it's fully defined. Which means I don't have to do anything to it anymore because it's where we want it to. We're missing the circle, so I'm gonna add the circle. To fully define a circle, it needs its diameter and it needs to be dimensioned from the side and from the bottom. So we know that the diameter is going to be 65 inches. Dimension from the bottom is 1.25. And then from the side, it's 1.65. Did it do it? No, it did not. Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so the reason why I added the circle to this sketch is because when I extrude it, I can select which shaded region I want specifically, and then I don't have to go back and do a cut extrude, right? So I'll just skip over that step. To get the depth, so to speak, of what I want, I'm gonna look at the dimensions from here, and notice that it says 2 inches, so I'm gonna click on 2 inches here. So if I orient myself from here, you'll see that it looks exactly how it is from the drawing. So now my next thinking is I'm gonna go to the next simplest part, right? I'm gonna look at this specific part right here, and I'm gonna note that it has cutouts. So I'm going to create a sketch from here. I'm gonna orient myself, okay. You may notice, first of all, that it's just boxes. And if you want to keep it as simple as possible, you should use this specific square, which is the corner rectangle, because then it'll just click on one point and then click on the other, and it'll create that rectangle without you having to do 4 separate sides. Click on it. And then you dimension it the same way that we did the thought process of the first part. So I know from this side to this side of my drawing, it was 2.75. I know from, I'm gonna have to take away this coincident because I don't want to tie down there. This side to this side of my drawing is 3.5. And then thickness wise to finish off this specific square is going to be 0.5. I'm missing a dimension here, which is 75. This one.
Did you not set the relation? Like, is that 9 degrees? Like, does it not?
It's a rectangle. Yeah. For this one, I'm gonna take off the coincident as well, and I'm gonna do the same thought process. I'm gonna look at where this is dimensioned. Actually, I'm gonna keep that one. Do that. This one, it says it's 3 inches, so it's 3 inches. And then for this one, it's also 0.5. That one's fully defined. So you'll notice here that these blue lines aren't defined, and it means that I'm missing the relation. And since it's moving, it tells me that I need to, I'm gonna move this real quick. Make this coincident to this line. Or make it collinear. And now it's fully defined. Thank you. So because these are now fully defined, I can do my extrude cut. I'm gonna click on my shaded regions. And I'm gonna put through all. And when I say through all, it's gonna go all the way to the bottom. It's gonna cut everything off. Okay, that part's done. Now I'm gonna go over to this specific corner, and I'm gonna notice that I'm missing one box of the corner, which means I'm gonna have to cut that out, right? So I'm gonna orient myself to here. And I'm gonna create a new sketch on this specific base. Because this one already follows these lines, all I have to do is just dimension how big I want it to be. This has a coincidence, so it won't let me do it. So I have to delete that in order for me to be able to edit this dimension. And then this one, the same thing applies. I needed to make it coincident to a specific line. make it collinear. And the same thing goes, I'm gonna extrude it all the way to the other side. So now I have that lip missing from my drawing. Many of you may have gotten confused from the specific part where it has like this little wall at the edges of it. For that one, we wanted to demonstrate how we would use convert and offset entities. Convert entities refers to just selecting a face, and then the silhouette of that face is going to create lines that you can alter or dimension. So that's what you have these lines here for. So sorry, can you guys hear me in the back? Okay. So now I'm gonna offset entities. I'm gonna dimension it to be 0.09, and I'm gonna reverse it. So you notice that it moves. That's fine, because then you can double click on this dimension and it can alter it to be 0.09. And now we create that shaded region, right? And we're looking for that shaded region so that when we click on it, we can cut through. Remember how I mentioned how when we have a section view, it'll usually tell you the depth of the cut that you want to make. For this specific one, it tells us to be 0.05. So we're gonna click on it and we're gonna click blind because we want a specific dimension. And we'll cut through this one. 0.05. It's not letting me. Let me try that one more time. Blind 0.05. And it did it reverse. When it does that, it usually means that we selected the wrong contour. So we're gonna have to go back and set contours and reselect the section that we want. And the part is finished. We went through that a little bit quickly, I understand, and I know that some of you may not have been able to hear me. So if you have any questions, raise your hand and we'll go to you to explain. Okay. For now, since that was the model part, we'll move on to a 5-minute break since it's 7. So we'll come back like at 7:10.
Like the upper view there, you would definitely be able to as offset. The radius of.
Just quit.
No, that always happens.
Hello, hello. All right. Just by. Hello. Hello. Okay, by quick show of hands, who started working on problem number 2? Okay. Thumbs up. Is it going well? Thumbs down. It's not going well. All right. If you need help, if you need any help with problem 2, just raise your hand. We'll help you out. If you need help with the curve problem.
I would try. Oh yeah.
Did everyone like try to
Oh, like. That's good. That's a good. Yeah.
I was like. I didn't know. But I was glad I made them fun. Or like, you know, it's different. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like,
The whole end.
But now I'm like, sorry. But now, like, oh, yeah. 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 It's so bad, but like I try to do something. Like it's not just happening. Stuff, but like you can work. I'm not like that. I am, and then like down. So like. Like I have to get
That's very valid.
I'm breaking this.
Quick reminder, if you finish part one, go on to part two. We'll do a quick walkthrough of part two in about 10 minutes or so. If you're still struggling with part one, that's okay. Raise your hand, we'll come out and help you out. If you're on part two, you need help with that, raise your hand. If you finish part two, go on to part three.
Yeah, dude, that's, oh,
But it's all, I think it's worse. So I'm. And then I went to the.
Oh, I.
By. So I was just like, I didn't know if it was zero. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like. Okay. Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, is it on there? Oh, my.
Yeah, but it's like. Or they're like, money. And like, and I'm like, I don't want to do that either. But they have to.
Oh, yeah. So, like, you don't have to see, like,
So like. No, they're there. No, you're. It's hard to tell what I. That may be old. Yes.
Oh, wait, they're.
Looks pretty spot on.
Hello. No,
You
stick my teeth all the time.
Huh?
He's sticking my teeth all the time.
That's like.
Sticking your teeth.
By the way, you're on a problem too. The height is not on the drawing. This is a slightly cut off. So the height is 32. It's also on the whiteboard here. Can't see it, but it's 32 for problem for R2. The height is 32.
I can't see it, but anyway, yeah, it's in the comments. I double checked.
Okay. Because I know I copied from the. So I wasn't searching up.
Oh, I think it's the was the same way.
For the other one?
The part one.
Because that one gives you the math on it. Could
True.
they check the comments for the part math?
I don't know.
Wait, go,
In here, I know it does say the math, but I don't know if it's the same math you put or not.
But like, yeah.
Oh, actually, I don't know if the max is here. Oh, here it is. Math. This is the same math you have. Or... I don't know. Is this the math you put in your slides?
that's a good idea.
5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7 is what it should be. 28, all around 28. And if you finish part 2, you can start working on part 3, or raise your hand and we'll help you out.
You don't have the comments on the app?
No.
It's now if I.
Is the practice packet in the back? It is?
I think there's one for everything.
Yeah, my.
Where, like,
They
We're
are.
on.
Okay, thanks.
He doesn't have like good, we don't have. Are you good friends with your roommates?
Well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's got a no, I don't got a play that. He's wrong. I.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're at like 490. Oh, you're way off on your, but it doesn't. Yeah. That's. Wait, it looks off. That is.
Let me. So, and
Yeah. Oh, art, yeah. Like there's. Yeah. So. I think they're both.
Very, very solid. Yeah.
But, so.
Oh, she did her own numbers.
I swear, some of those are.
And you're gonna put the.
I can see through.
And then.
It's like. Yeah. Or no.
Oh, I get it. Why?
Okay, if I could have everyone's attention really quickly. Everyone's attention really quickly. It is 7:47, meaning we're sort of coming to the end of our time here. I want to make a couple quick announcements, and then we're gonna do a little raffle. So while I talk, if you haven't signed in yet, please sign in, because I'll be doing a raffle at the end of my talk. And then raffling away some SolidWorks merchandise. So if you want some SolidWorks merch, sign in. I'll do a little raffle. And while you guys just sign in, I'm gonna do a little spiel. By show of thumbs, how did everyone feel about today's problems? Thumbs up means it was good. Thumbs down means it was too difficult. And anywhere in between. Just raise your thumbs high. Let's get a sense of how difficult were the problems today. Awesome. Thank you for that. So part of our goal with today's workshop, I want to clarify a few things. This 3 to C, once again, it's meant to take you from a level where you're comfortable in SolidWorks to get you to a point where you're ready to get certified. Now, that's not saying that if you don't know how to use SolidWorks, you can't get certified. In no way at all I was saying that. We have plenty of resources that we want to use to help you, and we really encourage you guys to reach out to us, especially on Discord. If you have any questions about the problems we went over today, please reach out to us. We're happy to walk with you one-on-one sessions and get you help to get to a level where you're ready to take that certification exam. That being said, let's say you feel that you're not ready to take that exam now. If you're wondering if you can take it later, the answer is yes. You are able to take the certification exam at a later date. We have instructions on how to do so through our Discord. And if you feel that you are competent right now that you can take it tomorrow, there are also instructions on how to do so in our Discord. So you really want to encourage everyone. The goal of these workshops is to give that little bit of extra prep, is to really help you get from an OK level to make you feel comfortable and ready to take the CSWK exam. Are there any questions about sort of what we're intending with these workshops or the goal of it at the end? All right, so I'm gonna do the raffle now. And
What?
You like yell their names? So does anybody have any questions about who we are, what we do, what these workshops are going to be like for the next couple of weeks, or the certification exam at all? I want to really emphasize, if you don't feel comfortable taking it at the end of these workshops, you're more than welcome to reach out to us for extra help. We have a lot of problems. We have a lot of YouTube videos. We want to provide you with the most amount of resources that we can So definitely reach out to us. After this workshop is over, everyone already has the slides. I highly encourage everyone to work on problems 2 and 3. See how you do. If you get stuck, reach out to us on the Discord. We'll help you out. And if you want to set up some one-on-one time with one of us, we'll figure it out and we'll help you get through those problems. Once again, we are a resource here to help you guys out, and we want to do our best to make sure that you guys are getting the help that you need. Not what we want to do. Like, it's not saying we want to do this one thing, we're going to stick to it. We're going to be flexible. We're going to work with you guys to make sure that you all feel ready to take that certification exam. All right, we're going to do this wheel spin. Awesome. Yeah. Y'all probably can't see my screen, but the wheel is spinning. If I say your name, please come up.
Do you want to plug it in or do you want to leave it on?
I'm gonna really butcher this, but Bosco Candid. All right. Feel free to choose one of the merchandise items out of the box. We have caps, water bottles, flash drives, notepads. We'll do 2 more. All right. Our next winner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all with these names. Sorry.
Hey. Yeah. Lenny.
Yeleni Vidana. Yulenny. Going once, going twice. All right, sold.
No.
Sorry,
Not.
not sold. All right, our next candidate is Kabir Singh.
He left. He left.
He left. You know him? Gotta give some later. Okay. All right. Not sold. One more time. The next person, Brett Salcedo. Y'all come up, grab some merch. All right, and our third and final raffle winner for today's workshop is, drum roll please, Brian Chun. Awesome. All right. This concludes today's workshop. We'll post a recording of our information or the workshop today on the Discord on our YouTube channel. Again, reach out to get questions. Hopefully, we'll see you at the next workshop. RSVP for the next workshop through the same link, just so we can get a sort of head count for what we expect next week to feel like. And if you have any questions, we'll hang around here for a bit. Come up and ask us. Thanks guys for attending. Once again, don't hesitate to reach out to us at all at any time about any questions you have.
It's probably on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, and then what? Check.